Okay, hello Cloud Gurus and welcome to this lecture. In this lecture we're going to have a quick look at reading CloudTrail logs. If you go and do the advanced networking, you will need to understand how to read VPC flow logs. I didn't see that in the security exam, but I don't even think you need to be able to read CloudTrail logs per se, but you do just need to understand that every API call is going to be logged in CloudTrail. And like I said, the topic of this this section is AWS in the real world, and being able to read CloudTrail logs in the real world is a very valuable skill. So let's go over and have a quick look at some CloudTrail logs. Okay, so here I am in the AWS console. If I go over to CloudTrail, it's always under Management Tools. You'll be able to go in and click on it. Hopefully you have turned it on for all regions inside your main AWS account. And you can see recent events in here. We can actually go ahead and view the trail itself. So the trail is here. It's been saved to my S3 bucket. And if you click on that link, what it will do is it will open up S3 and you'll be able to go in and start reading the logs. So you can see here I've got subfolders for every single log. I've been mostly operating outside of Northern Virginia, so I'm going to go to US East 1, go to 2018, I'm going to go into February. We're already on the 22nd of February when I'm just filming this. And so I'm going to go in and you can see all the logs in here. It is, I think it's all on UTC time, but let's go in and just click on one randomly, and it won't actually be public. So if you click on that, you should get an access denied. What you can do is just go and hit download or open. I'm just going to open it up here. And this is what a CloudTrail log looks like. So it's all JSON. It's always key value pairs. Here we've got our records. So records is split into two. So we've got our event version and our user identity. In here we've got our root user. We've got different information. So we've got our account ID. So that's the account number. Access key ID, the username, security a Cloud Guru. So this is one of my security accounts. You can see that this is basically me logging in. It's multi-factor authenticated, so I've done my multi-factor authentication. And yeah, just go through and read the JSON basically. It is pretty boring, but the more you read, the more you get the hang of it. Go in and do something like create an EC2 instance and see what CloudTrail logs for that, or go and create a Lambda function and see how it logs, or an S3 bucket, and just see what the logs look like. You will need to be able to read these in the real world. There are products out there that make this, add dashboards to CloudTrail, make it a lot more usable. Lots of third-party products, security products. There's people like, Sumo Logic, for example, a whole bunch of different security companies where you can basically aggregate your CloudTrail logs and put it into very nice, slick dashboards and be able to see, what's going on inside your AWS environment. In terms of the actual exam, I do not remember seeing any actual CloudTrail logs in there, but you have to understand from a conceptual point of view, if anything happens in your AWS account or an API call has been made, that has been logged through CloudTrail, assuming, of course, you've turned CloudTrail on. And so if you want to see what a user has done, you'll just need to go in and log into the logs. And of course, it's always best practice to replicate those logs to another AWS account that nobody else has access to. So literally, CloudTrail only has permission to, using cross-region replication even, CloudTrail can send it to S3, and that's automatically replicated to another bucket in another account. And it's basically a black hole. You can write data, but you can never go in and read data or even go in and delete data. And then the people who have access to that account will be your auditors. Only the people who need that level of access would be able to access that account. So hopefully that makes sense. You will obviously get this in your exam, a whole bunch of different scenario questions. Like I said, if it's an API call, it's going to be logged through CloudTrail. If it's anything to do around performance, then they're trying to confuse you, and you're obviously going to be using CloudWatch for that. So that's it for this lecture, guys. If you have any questions, please let me know. If not, feel free to move on to the next lecture. Thank you.